Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for watching News 8 Now this weekend. I'm Brooklyn Hine. One day after the Supreme Court struck down President Trump's sweeping tariffs, the fallout continues. Today, President Trump announcing plans to raise the global tariffs he imposed by an additional 5%. All of this comes as the president is expressing renewed concern for the people of Iran and is considering a military strike. CBS News' Willie James Inman is in Washington with the latest.
President Trump announced Saturday he will increase the global tariffs his administration imposed on Friday from 10% to the fully allowed and legally tested 15% level. The president's announcement comes one day after the Supreme Court struck down his sweeping tariffs. In a 6-3 decision, justices ruled the president does not have the authority to impose tariffs under the emergency powers law he used to levy taxes on nearly all U.S. trading partners. The president lashed out at the high court.
I'm ashamed of certain members of the court, absolutely ashamed, for not having the courage to do what's right for our country. They're just being fools and lapdogs for the rhinos and the radical left Democrats.
The president also said without evidence that foreign interests could have influenced the court.
It's my opinion that the court has been swayed by foreign interests and a political movement that is far smaller than people would ever think.
But while the president expressed outrage, Democratic leaders backed the ruling.
Trump's tariff tax was illegal, and the courts agreed. And let's call these tariffs for what they are, a tax on the American people.
The White House's move to hike global tariffs comes as the president is showing renewed concern for the Iranian people. On Friday, the president said he's disturbed by reports of mass executions in Iran.
32,000 people were killed over a relatively short period of time. But no, I feel very badly for the people of Iran. They've lived in hell.
Earlier Friday, President Trump said he was considering a limited military strike on Iran. Willie James Inman, CBS News, the White House.
President Trump also posted on social media this morning praising Justices Brett Kavanaugh, Clarence Thomas, and Samuel Alito. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker is demanding that President Trump issue tariff refund checks worth billions of dollars. Pritzker wrote the letter to Trump yesterday after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled most of his sweeping tariffs were illegal. The Democratic governor demanded a refund of $1,700 for every family in the state, roughly $8.7 billion. He also posted the letter on social media, writing, quote, "Cut the check." Jeffrey Epstein's estate has agreed to a settlement of up to $35 million with accusers. Once a judge signs the agreement, it will resolve all claims against Epstein's estate and its co-executors, Darren and Dyke and Richard Kahn. The exact amount of the settlement will depend on how many survivors sign into the class action lawsuit. His estate has already paid more than $50 million to claimants. Winona County Republicans gathering for their county convention this morning. Party members are electing delegates to attend the first Congressional District Republican Convention in April, along with the Minnesota State Convention in Duluth at the end of May. Leaders say they're also gathering to discuss business-related topics.
So what we're seeing and what frustrates a lot of people is very understandable, because we as individuals or as small business owners would not be able to get away with some of the stuff that we're discovering has gone on. So it's keeping things accountable. It's keeping things so that the government is on an equal playing field as everyday citizens.
The Winona County Republican Convention was held at Winona Middle School. Well, it definitely is time to break back out those snow coats, everything. Winter is back, huh, Nicole?
Yeah, unfortunately. It came back with a bite, too. We had a very nice end to last week, but now, or I guess middle and start to last week. The end, though, was where we really had to wake up and remember that it is still winter outside. High temperatures today staying around 10 degrees below average across the area, 25 in both La Crosse and in Eau Claire. There was a bit of a breeze out there as well, so it felt pretty chilly. Most of the area at least 5 degrees, if not, again, closer to around 10 degrees below average as we went throughout this Saturday afternoon. Once we wake up tomorrow morning, it's going to feel quite chilly out there. Even with the extended cloud coverage that is hypothetically keeping us warmer than it would be, it's still going to be quite chilly out there, especially due to those strong winds out of the northwest. We'll see winds blowing close to 20 miles per hour by tomorrow afternoon. That'll keep our wind chills, specifically in the morning, in the negative single digits until we get to the noon hour. Then we get to what feels like the positive single digits. So overall, a chilly Sunday. We'll have that cold air situated over us through Monday as well. But after that, it'll get a little bit more seasonable. We do have more snow on the way, though, so I'll have the details in a little bit.
Sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. For kids, a trip to the doctor can be scary, but a few fuzzy friends at the Children's Museum are taking the fear out of healthcare. The Children's Museum of La Crosse teaming up with Viterbo Nurse Association for its teddy bear clinic. Kids bring their teddy bears in for a checkup for a hands-on way for little ones to learn what nurses do. The day includes basic checkups, a mini operating room, and even a shot station.
We're part of the VSNA, which is Viterbo Student Nurse Association, and we want to introduce kids to medical devices like blood pressure cuffs and medicine to show them that if you can do it on Teddy's okay, then you're okay.
The event is included with regular museum admission or membership at the Children's Museum. It's game on at the La Crosse Public Library. Locals are gathering for some Midwest favorites, euchre and cribbage. Whether you're a seasoned player or just learning the rules, the library says it's welcoming everyone for an afternoon of friendly competition and good company.
This program specifically aims for people of all ages because, you know, kids can play card games, seniors can play card games. It's a good way for people to connect intergenerationally.
Organizers add it's all about community connections, dealing cards, sharing laughs, and maybe even learning a new game. Some grannies with game inviting others to join in on the fun. The local granny basketball team, the La Crosse Does, is inviting women 50 and over to take their shot, no experience required. The Does facing off against the Viroqua Driftless Dribblers today with a special fifth quarter after the game just for newcomers.
Mostly I'm looking forward to playing basketball. I just enjoy the game. I enjoy the women that I play with. It's a very uplifting sport. We all cheer for each other and we'll even encourage the other team of, oh, good shot, nice job.
The game also serves as a fundraiser for the team, with proceeds from admission going to support the La Crosse Does. The final score for tonight's game was 46-47, very close, with the win for Viroqua. Things are heating up at Great River Harley-Davidson in Onalaska, and it's not just the engines. The dealership is serving up a whole lot of flavor at its annual chili cook-off. Guests can sample a range of chilies, cast their votes, and hang out with the crew.
Seeing everyone show up and support not only the chili participants that are here, but also us here at Great River Harley-Davidson. It's really fun to see our community come together in an event like this.
Organizers say it's a laid-back day for the community to get together and enjoy some great cooking. Coming up next, major weather-related destruction in the western part of the country. More details to come.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Because you know that when inspiration stirs, we'll have what you need at prices that help make it happen. During our big pet care event, save $5 on select Taste of the Wild dog food. Free gift cards when you buy select Hill's Science Diet pet food. Plus, rewards members get free same-day local delivery on pet orders of $49 or more. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Being original.
Hi, Mike from the sunny side of 61 Sugarloaf Automotive in the body shop here with Bill and Rosie, of course, the assistant manager. And Bill can tell you a little bit about our body shop. I've been here with Sugarloaf for quite a few years. It's a great place to work. It's a great place to get your car repaired and a great place to buy a car. Remember, you can get your car repaired wherever you want, and the best is Sugarloaf Ford Body Shop on the sunny side of 61 in Winona, Minnesota.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holman. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holman.
An investigation is underway after at least 2 people were killed and several others wounded in a mass shooting in Richmond, Virginia this morning. Police say an officer was on patrol and observed a large fight in a neighborhood. Officers say 7 others were shot and taken to the hospital. They later found a man and woman dead with apparent gunshot wounds. Police believe there were at least 2 shooters, but the investigation is ongoing. Authorities in California have recovered the bodies of 9 skiers buried by a football field-sized avalanche in California's Sierra Nevada mountains. The group was concluding a trip near Lake Tahoe when the avalanche hit Tuesday, covering them with a wave of ice, rocks, and debris. Out of the 15 people, 6 were rescued, 9 were killed. Rescue efforts were hampered by heavy snow and strong winds.
9 victims have been safely recovered for their families and their loved ones. While we wish we could have saved them all, we are grateful that we can bring them home.
Now, this all comes as an 11-year-old girl was killed in a different avalanche in Utah on Thursday. More frightful weather in California, destroying roads. This week, Los Angeles faced back-to-back storms, resulting in severe damage to the Angeles Crest Highway. The city is facing major closures, with nearly 30 miles of the highway remaining closed until crews inspect and repair the damage. Millions of people are under blizzard warnings right now as a blockbuster nor'easter targets the East Coast. This historic storm is expecting to dump more than a foot of snow on major cities like New York, Boston, and Philadelphia. Officials are warning people to expect significant travel delays on the roads and at airports. Jen Sullivan is in New York with the details.
Snow preparations are underway as millions of people from Delaware up to southern New England are under blizzard warnings as a powerful nor'easter is expected to dump more than a foot of snow in many areas, including New York City.
New Yorkers can expect that Monday morning commute will be extremely hazardous, with heavy snowfall and peak winds coinciding to create slippery conditions and greatly reduced visibility.
The last time all 5 boroughs were under blizzard warnings was in 2017. Officials warning travelers to expect whiteout conditions and even closures.
New York State is in the crosshairs of a very dangerous, fast-moving, potentially life-threatening winter storm.
New York's JFK International Airport, one of the busiest in the world, already warning of significant travel impacts and telling passengers to check their flight status. The governor of New Jersey declaring a state of emergency beginning noon Sunday for all 21 counties.
Across New Jersey, we expect between 10 to 20 inches of snow.
This system could also bring wind gusts up to 55 miles per hour, causing widespread power outages and coastal flooding. Other big cities like Boston and Philadelphia could also see more than a foot of snow by Monday evening. Many of the areas expected to get slammed Sunday still have leftover snow on the ground from last month's winter storm that dumped nearly a foot of accumulation in many areas.
The water go down in the drain, where's it going to go?
You know, it's hard to park. I'm handicapped. It's hard to get in and out.
Even the D.C. area could see 5 or more inches of snow by Monday. The mayor announcing Saturday that they're deploying the city's full snow team ahead of the storm. In New York, I'm Jen Sullivan reporting.
We have more news ahead, but first.
We still have wintertime conditions sticking around for tomorrow with bitter cold starting the day off. I'll have all the details coming up right after the break.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona.
Well, hello. Yes, that's right. You read it right. It is the 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show here at the Board Store. We've got great values on all your home improvements, windows, doors, kitchens, bathrooms, siding, sunrooms. Greatest prices of the year. Yes, you can begin improving your home and improving your life by coming to the 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
We are Western.
A home you love. A business that endures. It takes your vision, your hard work, and your dedication to bring them to life. The right tools help. Case IH truly understands your vision and what you need to achieve it. That's why we build the equipment, the local dealer and service network, and the data and tech you want today and tomorrow. Because we don't just build our equipment to work. We build it to work for you.
Visit any of your local Johnson Tractor dealerships, now including La Crosse and Richland Center.
Hi, I'm Elmer Carl.
And I'm Mike Carl. Carl's President's Day sale is going on right now. Save up to $2,000 instantly, plus rebates. You get Carl's bonus rebates of up to $500 throughout the store.
All TVs are on sale.
You get free installation on select dishwashers, save up to $925 on Serta mattress sets, and we have preseason prices on grills. Our President's Day sale is going on right now.
Carl's, your servicing dealer since 1956.
River City Grill in Winona is your place for great food and drinks every night of the week. Get Grandma's home-style meatloaf with mashed potatoes, gravy, and corn for $18.99, as well as mixers for $4.50. See you soon at River City Grill in Winona. Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Well, we had a very warm stretch as we started last week off. Really, this time last week we were looking at a stark difference in the weather, but winter has returned and it's here to stay, at least for a couple more days. Going to be cold and breezy as we go into tomorrow. Slightly colder and a lot more breezy by the afternoon. Then we'll have a little bit of a seasonable stretch ahead of us as we look towards the week ahead. Even the chance to get back into the 40s for some of us by the end of the week, although it really doesn't look like it's going to last nearly as long as it did last week. As we go into Tuesday, then we'll have snow chances returning into the area, more of a widespread threat that could extend into more of the middle of the week as well, although still some questions remain on how much and how long that system could be impacting us. So let's dive all into it. Overnight lows waking up tomorrow morning, most of us in the single digits by tomorrow morning, or at least the very low teens. 10 degrees in La Crosse, 8 degrees in Eau Claire under mostly cloudy skies for much of the night. We'll still stay mostly cloudy tomorrow, maybe some signs of sunshine poking through, but it's going to be a cloudier one nonetheless, and of course that breeze as well. So not a lot of sun shining down, even though it was chilly today. Even with that sunshine, we at least got some of that snow to start to melt, but not going to be seeing that tomorrow. Going to be a colder one, and with that breeze, these temperatures are going to feel much colder than what the thermometer is reading, and it's really not going to be reading that warm either way. 20 degrees for your high in La Crosse, 18 in Eau Claire, most of the area staying just in the upper teens. It's about 15 degrees below average for this time of year. And of course, we have to combat those winds as well. Going to be blowing a cold breeze out of the north-northwest around 20 miles per hour. This is the sustained winds, not the gusts. Sustained winds around 20 miles per hour all day long. Starting to see it drop off by the evening, but still going to be staying breezy at that point. They drop off pretty quickly tomorrow night, and we'll be left with very little wind on Monday, but it is definitely going to be windy nonetheless. Likely seeing wind gusts close to around 35 miles per hour, and when you tack this wind on top of that already colder air that we're seeing, it's going to feel quite chilly out there, especially in the morning. Let's take a look at our morning wind chill values. Most of the area, if not the entirety of the area, dipping down to what feels like the negative single digits outside. We'll climb eventually back into the positives, although it'll take all morning long to get there. By tomorrow afternoon, don't expect to feel any more warmer than the single positive digits outside. A chilly day all day long. We even dip down again once we go into the evening, although keep in mind the winds start to die down here, so we really won't be feeling all that much colder, and by the late overnight into early Monday morning, we really won't have a whole lot of wind left out there. So it'll be a at least more comfortable start to the week, even though the temperature itself is still going to be well below average. We'll be a couple degrees warmer on Monday than we are for Sunday. We're going to have plenty more sunshine out there on Monday as well to start the week off. And again, next to no wind. So even though it's only a couple degrees warmer, it's going to feel a lot nicer than that. By Tuesday, then those temperatures rebound back to near average, which is sitting around 64 degrees right now. Going to be bobbling near or slightly above that for the middle of the week. And by the time we get into Friday, we could even see those high temperatures rising back above average. Not looking like it's going to last quite as long as it did last week. Still some questions on how warm we could actually get and how long that could extend into the weekend. But overall, nothing really cold in our future. We do have some more snow on the way as we go into Tuesday, but it's not looking like it would be nearly as much as some of us saw at the end of this last week. Just a nice little dusting outside.
Well, definitely not time yet to take those scrapers out of our car.
Not quite.
Keep that warm gear. Thanks, Nicole. Coming up next in sports, a big day for wrestling teams around the state. Which teams are making a push to compete at state? JDS is next with sports.
Weight loss drugs.
These medicines have given people hope.
But the scams are out there and they're sophisticated.
You're not taking a medicine directly from one of those companies, you're probably taking a counterfeit version.
Monday at 6, how to protect not only your pocketbook, but your body as well.
So you don't believe in climate change, but you install geothermal heating and cooling.
The geothermal gives us consistent comfort all day and all night.
Well, I feel very comfortable and very uncomfortable at the same time.
They won't hurt you.
I know. You've made sure of that.
What if we had a better treatment for cancer? What if it could find and destroy your cancer cells, but avoid your healthy ones? And what if it allowed us to watch your cancer shrink more easily and accurately than ever before? Meaning personalized treatments, fewer side effects, and more living. It's called Theranostics, and we're leading the charge, turning what-ifs into remarkable realities. UW Health Carbone Cancer Center. Remarkable.
So I had pain in my feet for a good 20 years.
It felt like I was standing on marbles.
Something wasn't working with my feet. Was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis.
If your feet aren't comfortable, the rest of the body suffers.
So I went into the Good Feet store and bam. They wanted to make sure that they gave me the right arch support.
You put in the arch supports, to me it was almost miraculous.
It really brought me back to being able to be me.
I can run, I can walk. This is not something that you could solve online.
Reclaim the good life with the free arch support fitting at the Good Feet store. Good feet, good life.
Sweet Valley Artisans in Coon Valley is turning 5. What started as a place for community to come together has turned into a sweet success, and we want to thank you for shopping local and making our artisans' dreams come true. Join us February 20th through the 22nd for an in-store scavenger hunt, prize drawings, fudge tasting, and more. Find an item you didn't even know you wanted. Sweet Valley Artisans, your destination for unique finds.
So you don't believe in climate change, but you install geothermal heating and cooling.
The geothermal gives us consistent comfort all day and all night.
Well, I feel very comfortable and very uncomfortable at the same time.
They won't hurt you.
I know. You've made sure of that.
All of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Well, it's a big day for wrestling teams around the state as they have their sights set on advancing to the Lacrosse Center. But first, they need to get through sectionals, as there are plenty of strong contenders from our area looking to compete at the state team tournament. Let's start at the Division III sectional out of Cashton. Aquinas taking on Prairie du Chien in the semis. At 165 pounds, it's going to be Grady Niclay rolling his opponent over, looking for the pin in the first. And then a little bit later, refs ended up calling that for a little bit later. Then at 175, check out this power half from Marcus Clark. He too would eventually get the pin in the first period. And Aquinas wins this one with ease over PDC 82-0 as they look to get a sectional championship. But first, the Blue Goals have to get past Iowa Grant Highland in first period of the 113-pound matchup. And it's Griffin Winitsky with the pin. Aquinas leading by only 1 point, but then Blue Goals are going to respond, though, as this is Isaac Miller getting a takedown for the lead with only 5 seconds left in the match, and it's a huge upset win for the Blue Goals. Then at 150 pounds, look at this reversal into a pin by Jacob Penskover, and he would get that pin a little later, securing that last win for Aquinas. And it's history for the Blue Goals as they advance to the team state tournament for the first time.
Feel like we had a little bit of a mental block the last few years when we got the team sections, and we just for whatever reason, didn't wrestle well. And I think how we started today with 2 upsets in the duel, I think it got our guys to believe that we were in this and we can win it against a really good Iowa Grand team.
And D2 sectional in Black Rivers Falls. We start at 144. Espen Pitts from Mauston Necedah. He collects his 100th win by pin to put the Golden Eagles up by 6. At 157, West Salem Bangor's Mason Chambers gets the pin in just 16 seconds. The Catbirds take the lead, and they don't look back. West Salem Bangor, they advance with a 46-30 win. Now that's one win, but will GET Melman join them? At 120, the Titans' Coda Purney had a dominating performance with the pin in 62 seconds, and GET Melman advances with a 57-20 victory. So that sets up a rivalry renewed with the state on the line. Start the action at 150. The Titans' Brody Bonsi, he winning by pin in just under 3 minutes. GET Melman up by 6. At 157, West Salem Bangor's Mason Chambers, he gets a pin of his own. Catbirds on the board, and now we're all tied up at 6. Jump ahead to 215, the Titans' Braden Peterson, he scores 6 more points with another pin, and GET Melman building their lead. And at 132, Gunnar Krimer, he leaves no doubt. The senior sending his team to state for the first time since 2020, and Titans win this one 55-20. And for members of the team, today was one goal, but not the ultimate goal.
In the room, we got photos of the last group of kids that made it to team state, and just having that photo really inspired us all. We knew we had a special group here, but we knew this year was our year.
And Holman at the Division I sectional facing Marshfield, and Marshfield started this one with a bang. Overtime at 285, Robert Shear, he makes a big move in the extra period, getting the 3-point takedown and the win by decision. But after that, Holman, they locked in. A thriller at 120, tied at 10 in the tiebreaker, and Rex Lancaster gets the big 3-point takedown and wins 16-11 in OT. At 126, the Vikings' Brock Needham Jr. flips his man over and works a pin in the first period. Similar story at 132 is Ali Strasser. He gets the pin, and the sophomore gets it done in the second period. All part of a 4-pin streak for the Vikings. That's coming up, Caleb Eggrich. He's going to follow suit at 138. And Holman is heading to the state team wrestling tournament as they top Marshfield 45-21. College hoop action, UW La Crosse's men's basketball racking up their regular season, hosting UW Eau Claire. And on senior night, the seniors will show out in the first half as Dustin DeRosso feeds it to J.J. Piter for the up and in. And then just a few minutes later, Piter will return the favor. He's going to find DeRosso on the wing. He's going to find him for the triple. And Eagles go up 10 early, and they wouldn't look back from there as the offense continued to roll, and it leads the way as UWL finishing with a big win at home, 101-79. And UWL women up at Eau Claire. This one went into overtime, but in the end, La Crosse narrowly escaped. 76-69 is your final score. That does it for sports. We'll have more news after the break.
Unleash your dog's potential at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our expert trainer makes learning fun and effective, including a wide range of enrichment activities to get your dog's tail wagging. Book your session today. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
If you have a crack like this, well, you have a problem. Today I'm learning how a cracked wall might mean your foundation is sinking.
It always points towards the area where it's sinking. For example, this corner here, we're down almost a full inch of drop.
Right, so that's going down and that's causing the crack.
Correct. And then this door, they don't even use that door anymore. It cannot open.
Innovative Basement Authority is now Groundworks. Schedule a free inspection.
The easiest way to furnish your cabin is at Black River Furniture Outlet. Bring the outdoors in with a handmade dining table set, crafted from the finest woods like hickory, walnut, maple, and barnwood. Shop cozy Amish rockers and upholstery, or Wisconsin-made easy sofas with customizable fabrics. Pair it all with a cabin rug, 5x8s, 8x10s, scatters, and runners available. And before you leave, visit the bed shed. Check out our rustic bedroom groups and bunk beds, as well as our Amish office furniture. Open 7 days a week, Black River Furniture Outlet, Black River Falls.
February is Career and Technical Education Awareness Month.
In the next 10 years, our area will need to fill over 15,000 jobs requiring a technical education. From healthcare to carpentry, these careers are in high demand.
Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8 want to encourage awareness of career and technical education programs and their many benefits.
Go to southeastmn.edu to learn more. Minnesota State College Southeast and News 8, keeping our community educated.
Hey, Dominic here. I want to show you how easy it is to make award-winning chili using our Chili Please Me. First, brown 1 pound of ground beef with 1/2 cup of onion and 1/2 cup of celery. Then add 1 can of kidney beans, 1 can of tomato sauce, 1/2 cup of water, and 2 teaspoons of Chili Pleasing. Let that simmer for 30 minutes and you're good to go. Get Chili Pleasing and over 40 other blends at the outlet store on Ward Avenue, La Crosse. It's definitely a winner.
Unleash your dog's potential at Top Dog Retreat in West Salem. Our expert trainer makes learning fun and effective, including a wide range of enrichment activities to get your dog's tail wagging. Book your session today. Top Dog Retreat, a bark above the rest.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Award season is marching on.
The British Academy of Film and Television Arts is handing out its honors tomorrow. The top contenders won't be surprising to anyone who's been following along. This year's film awards, one battle after another, and Sinners lead the nominations, with Hamnet and Marty Supreme close behind. As for British films, I Swear, Pillion, and The Ballad of Wallace Island are all nominated for multiple awards. Alan Cumming is hosting the telecast. Now, I'm not super familiar with any of those, but I do love Alan Cumming. He hosts Traitors, which I've been trying to get you to watch, but to be fair, you've been trying to get me to read, and I haven't fulfilled that.
Yeah, so we'll have to try to trade off sometime.
Yes, there we go.
I'll give you like a book club recommendation,
and then I'll sit you down and make you watch every episode.
I'll get back into reality TV.
Absolutely.
That's a fair trade-off. Okay, well, I'll have another look at your forecast right after the break.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Miss a story? See it again or watch us live on YouTube at WKBT News 8 Now.
This President's Day, Home Furniture celebrates with savings. Get up to 10% off sale prices like this 5-piece sectional, now just $17.99. Plus get 3-year special financing during the President's Day sale, going on now at Home Furniture.
We see you out there coming up with original ideas, which is why you shop at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Because you know that when inspiration stirs, we'll have what you need at prices that help make it happen. During our big pet care event, all dog and cat toys are 25% off. Assorted Blaine's brand pet food, $3 off. Rewards members save an extra $2. And get a free $15 gift card with every $100 spent on Purina pet products. Find value on the things you value. Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Be an original.
News 8 Now and Co-op Credit Union are taking part in Chase the Chill.
Chase the Chill is a project across North America that provides warm clothing to people in need. Scarves, hats, and gloves are hung on trees with notes on them, letting people know they can take them.
Co-op Credit Union and our community are conducting our own Chase the Chill campaign from December through February.
Together, we can keep our community warm this winter.
Make your donations of scarves, hats, and gloves at our La Crosse and Onalaska locations.
Andy Pitts here at Sugarloaf Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Winona, previously known as Chrysler Winona. Same great staff and ownership, but a new building and location to serve you better. During our President's Day sales event, you can lease a new Jeep Compass for $39.99 down and $289 per month. Or a new Jeep Grand Cherokee for $39.99 down and $369 per month. So come see us today at our new home on Highway 61, Winona.
It is my privilege to invite you to the 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. 28 years ago, we decided to give homeowners an opportunity to get started early and get great value on their home improvement. I love that it's become a tradition, and we see so many past customers and other customers beginning on their home improvement adventure. Stop into the Board Store during the 28th Annual Early Bird Home Show, only at the Board Store. Prompt free estimates.
During the President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get 10% off sale prices on Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Aurora Queen is just $8.99. Plus, get 3-year special financing. The President's Day mattress sale, going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Okay, let's see. Headlines from News 8 Now? Check. Live updates all day? Check. Local breaking news? Yep. Weather every 10 minutes? Yes, please. Well, that was an easy choice. News 8 Plus. It puts the now in your day. Get it today.
Well, we have a chilly morning ahead of us with strong winds all day long. Expect those morning wind chills to stay below zero, or at least what feels like below zero, until about the noon hour. And even then, it's going to be staying quite chilly. Still cold on Monday, but we'll have more sunshine and less wind, and then more snow comes into the forecast for Tuesday. Luckily, or maybe not luckily, I haven't heard anybody that was really excited about the snow that some of us saw at the end of the week, but we don't have nearly as much in the forecast, just the chance for a couple inches going into Tuesday. I mean, I didn't necessarily hate it. I did have to drive on Friday, so that was messy, but
yeah, I had to shovel my car out with my hands.
Yeah, that was
none of that.
Tough
All right, thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.